What are your team's goals?
Now we're mainly focusing on developing paraffin-based fuels for our hybrid rockets, and also, as mentioned previously, we really want to develop and to to sort of summarize the project of our liquid rocket engine and liquid rocket in general. That's been in the making for quite some time. We want to expand this knowledge and to actually develop. I think it would be the first liquid propelled rocket in Poland. If maybe if you guys know, correct me, but yeah, I think so.
I think that there was another rocket for fuel, but it was never launched. It was constructed, but it was never launched. So it will be hopefully the first one to fly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Yeah, the first student created and hopefully launched liquid rocket.
So I can talk a bit about the Payload team goals. So the short-term goals include launching our Shrimp 2.0 rocket payload in Poland. We originally developed it for Spaceport America Cup, but couldn't launch it in USA. In brief, the project is about developing a safe way to transport Neocardinia davidi shrimps in a rocket. And shrimps could one day be a part of a aquaponics system on other planets. Recently, I also expanded this project and tested the shrimps in an actual aquaponics system. I did it in LunAres Research Station in Poland, an analog moon station, and I plan to continue that project and also involve more team members in it. And as for the long term, we are now starting working on a new rocket payload, a life-sustaining unit for insects and small animals, and we want the mealworm to be the first one to test it. We are also doing experiments in stratospheric balloons. So right now we are in the middle of the series of missions that we started almost 2 years ago with different human cells on board the balloon to test the space radiation influence on them.
We also have some other side projects because this year we intend to go to IAA conference in United States, and we got already 3 or 4 abstracts accepted for the conference. And one of the projects that is quite new is will be to test the influence of isolation and lack of sunlight on the parameters of sleep, because there is in Poland there is this analog space station LunAres where you can go for 2 weeks and take part in the simulation of space mission, and we intend to make a study on how this participation in the mission influences parameters of sleep, as we think this can be interesting and bring new light to how to improve sleep of astronauts during real space missions.
Something from the electronics team side as well. We are constantly working on refining our firmware, our embedded software for the rocket. So right now on our roadmap is the refinement of algorithms for our recovery system. We are also polishing our communication system to ensure that it is as reliable and as practical to use and modify as possible. And we are also at work implementing some testing frameworks, actually inspired by our commercial experience in huge corporations. So we kind of recently, some of the members of our teams had a chance to learn about like state-of-the-art testing and verification practices used by corporations worldwide, and we figured that it would be very it would be worth implementing in our organization, both to, of course, bulletproof our embedded firmware, as well as teach the up-and-coming electronic engineers about these practices, so that they are ready to implement them and ready to use them when they enter the commercial electronics industry themselves.